Welcome to our reading today, Zinda and Lovelies. I trust this finds you in its perfect timing. We are moving into the new moon in Leo this week. It will be at 23 degrees. Leo, you can always check and see where that falls in your astrological chart and what type of energies you're going to be working on in this new moon in Leo. Remember to set your intentions, start writing them out now as we prepare and move forward. Look at the qualities of Leo, the inner child, the sun, the inner sun and soul center, shining from that. Leo also has to do with children, things that we just love, our creativity, hobbies that we love to do. It's all about really living from our heart space and shining that in our life, and it affecting not only our own life but others, and collectively helping and shining and uplifting. Leo is vibrant. Leo is courageous. Leo is, I keep on hearing like in your face. Sometimes, yes, it can be. Leo is like the universe, the planets, revolve around the sun, it has all different types of aspects, but how can you shine as your own sun in your own life? So think about that, write down your intentions for this new moon. I really feel like we're starting to move into that fullness of Leo. I feel like we've been clearing out old patterns, emotional patterns, mental patterns, really having to reflect and look at those throughout the first part of Leo, and we're finally moving into that Leo state. I really super am feeling that. I'm not sure if you are too, but I do know that from others that I talked to, they're like, wow, I just feel like I've been going through the trenches the first part of Leo with Venus retrograde and a couple of the other different aspects going on. So moving into the reading, again, a special note, I will be in the shop the 25th, 26th, and 27th of August. So if you're interested in coming by, saying hello, I'd love to see you. I will be doing readings too those days. So always feel free to book one if you'd like to come in person. We are pulling from the Thoth Tarot and the Ascended Master Oracle today. So from the Thoth deck, it's funny, first card that came up is the Chariot. So if you saw my reading last week, the Chariot also came up. So we're still dealing with a lot of that emotional, kind of watery, past patterns coming up for clearing and renewal. So if you're feeling that, again, I mentioned calling Archangel Gabriel to assist, of course, calling your higher presence to help release any type of, I'm hearing moodiness, irritation, irritability, and then maybe any childhood traumas that might keep you from moving forward with your exuberance of your inner child. I'm hearing past life stuff coming up for clearing, and I'm just allowing that and just saying, I love you, I bless you, I release you. You can do the Ho'opono prayer. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Yes, do that prayer and release the things that need to be healed. That's really important right now. This is the Major Arcana card, so it is a spiritual force acting in our lives right now. I'm sorry for the glare. And it is Cancer. And then the next card that comes up is, oh my gosh, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, Jupiter. Look at that. And on this card, like, you can see the Sphinx on there. I'm sorry, it's like super glary. And when the Wheel of Fortune comes, it's coming to expand. So be really aware of what we're focusing on, especially with that new moon in Leo, because the sun expands too, right? It shines a light on and expands. So what do we want to expand? What do we want to grow? Jupiter's moving through Taurus, so we have that ability to be fruitful, to be foundational, to plant our seeds, to receive abundance, prosperity, growth, fertility. What are we placing our attention and our energy on in everyday life? Our life energy is so precious. Where are we putting it? You know, where are you putting that life energy that is your gift to life at this time? And then the last card is Eight of Cups. So we're walking away from something. We're seeing that this doesn't serve us anymore. We're seeing where it's hindered us, where those wounds, you no longer want to feed energy into them. It does not hold a place in one's life anymore, and it's time to let it go. So what is it what emotions, what feelings are we letting go of? You know, even in this, you may feel big, they may feel grand, they may feel overwhelming, but it's like, okay, I'm releasing these, Spirit, I'm giving them to you. Let's clear them, let's purify them, let's transform them, let's integrate them, let's take the tools and the knowledge that we've gained from them and utilize it in positive ways in our life. So nothing is ever lost. We always gain some type of medicine, some type of benefit from even the darkest of things. I know that that's hard to believe at some points, and we may not even know why or how, and we may not even know in this life why certain things happen. But part of that alchemical process is letting it go, because if we're held down by it forever, we're never going to be able to live the trueness of ourselves. And yes, it may have, from this physical vantage point, seemed wrong and unfair and unbalanced, you know, but if we can't release it, then we're always going to be, I've just seen like heavy weights down, and we can't be here to be who we came to be. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody specific or a couple of people specific. And if that case, just sending you so much love and blessings, and know that I'm calling in that higher healing, that higher guidance. And remember to like send love to your heart center, because your heart receives that, even though we may not always consciously realize it, but that heart healing is so important right now. Okay. And then the Ascended Master cards that came up is Freedom, Hina. This is the goddess of the moon. This also brings to mind the Hawaiian Islands. And calling also, when I saw this card, I'm like calling in prayers and healing for everything that's going on in Maui. Can't even imagine. That is just, it's just horrible desolation. Those fires did not look natural. That heat is just insane on how it destroyed things. And, you know, calling on the higher presence to really give whatever is necessary in each moment to each person, place, condition that is involved, calling in that healing, that support, those prayers, the guardians, the angels, to support that situation, and what's going on that part of the planet right now, as well as other parts of the planet. It's not, it's not just there, but that is a huge one right now. And, this card brought it to mind at the forefront. And it was like, okay, let's call in those prayers. Let's call in that support. Let's call in that assistance and hold that space, even if it's in our own consciousness, in our own heart space, for those going through this traumatic, horrible existence. Well, this moment in time. So, and those aren't even all the words that I, can say, but that's what's coming forth. The next card is follow your heart. Follow your heart. This is St. Francis. If you've ever heard the prayer of St. Francis, it's a wonderful, beautiful prayer to share and to say if you resonate with it. And if you don't know it, look it up. Remember that heart space is going to guide us. And it relates, of course, to Leo. Again, Leo the lion, the lion-hearted. Okay.